all dressed up and ready for date night in today's video.
Hey, that's my parents.
That's not true. I want to go over in today's video how to go out to dinner and not blow your diet.
Right.
If you are working on a calorie restriction like I am, and not worried too much about caloric intake like he is. The first thing you want to do when you open the menu is skip the appetizers. You don't want those because those are just added calories that if you do a salad, you need to be careful of the toppings, because just because it's a salad doesn't mean that it's not high calorie. Look for keywords like glazed pecans, different cheeses, and things like that. And if you find a low calorie salad that doesn't have a lot of high calorie toppings, then ask for your dressing on the side, and then you can be in charge of how much dressing you're really getting. The best type of dressing to get is going to be a vinaigrette. Of course, the big one is avoid pastas. Not only do you have a ton of carbs with pastas, they're also usually loaded with a ton of cheese, and that adds to the calories as well. Fish is always good because it's lower calorie and high protein, just like chicken. There's less fat, and it's high protein, which means that you're gonna feel full longer. Avoid things like fried, stuffed, because those are keywords meaning it's gonna be a little bit higher calorie. With fried, you've got it breaded, and of course fried. If they bring bread and butter, either have none, which I find is a little bit easier to do because sometimes I have a hard time stopping myself. If you do have some, make it just some. Must get a soda, stick with one, get your refills of just water. If you want sweet tea, you can always ask for unsweet tea, and then you're in charge of how much sugar. When choosing your side, if you choose fries, choose sweet potato fries. You still get that satisfaction, but it's a complex carb, so it takes longer for your body to digest. And don't choose white rice because that is a starchy carb and not a complex carb like brown rice. Restaurants serve big portions, so just because they bring it to you doesn't mean you have to eat it. Dinner was good.
Yeah, so tip to not take in too many calories. Let your husband eat all your food.
Let him have some of your sides.
I've got the best tips ever. Let your husband have the plate, you get 0 calories, and he's full. And that's the way to a man's heart. If it's a little shaky, it's because I'm a race car driver.
Yeah, they can tell we're in a minivan.
No, they can't. That's a facade. That's a green screen. This is actually a race car.
It's a minivan. We got kids, and this is the only car with air conditioning.
She looks pretty good for a lady that's got 6 kids.
That's true, but it doesn't come easily. It takes a lot of work.
I'm squinting a lot.
You don't have your sunglasses? Yes, you do. One of these is yours, and one is our son's. I don't know. Okay, my arm's getting tired.
We're back.
My arm got tired for a second. We found this free concert that we decided to head to.
You know how those can be.
I haven't been to a regular concert in like...
Regular concert?
I guess... Okay,
she's meaning other than the orchestra that we go to.
Yeah, there's a free orchestra that we go to.
Apparently we like free things because we're cheap.
Well, we have 6 kids, so we have to be on the lookout for free stuff.
We're frugal.
One thing I did to help curb my appetite later is I grabbed a cup of ice water, squeezed a couple of lemons in it from the restaurant, and then brought that to go.
Let me give you another tip, okay? Think of something really disgusting, like vomit or...
Stop.
Like bathroom type stuff.
Okay,
and then you won't be hungry. Just think about it while you're eating it.
Yeah, that's gross.
She just called me point B.
Oh, goodness.
She said she was point A and I was point B.
That's not... No, that's not what I said.
That means that I'm her goal.
Okay, so we're here at this...
goals.
Where this concert's supposed to be. I don't hear any music. Maybe. I know that it started at 7 and it's 7:40, so I'm hoping it's not over.
Maybe he got hot and passed out.
Maybe.
Because it is like 100 out here.
It really is. But if not, we can just walk around this cute little area.
JD Shelby, thank you guys for showing up.
Pretty good music. night was lots of fun. We did end up getting some dessert there at the concert. There was a food truck and we got water and we got a piece of pie. I say we, Justin got a piece of pie and I ate a couple of bites of it. But I still stayed within my calorie goal range for the day. And part of the reason why I was able to do that is because I knew we were going out. Typically, I have about 350 calories for breakfast and 350 for lunch with a 100 to 200 calorie snack. So I kept my calories way low earlier in the day so that I knew I'd have room for later. It's kind of like saving money in the bank, which is what I did. So because I only had a little bit of dessert and water, I'm good to go for the night. But I know sometimes it's hard to not blow it when you're eating out. And just remember that it's only one meal. It's only just a little bit of time that you're restricting calories, that you're working on losing the weight and trying to keep it off. And when you're in maintenance mode, you're not actually as hungry because you're used to not eating as much. Promise, I've been there and I'm there. I've noticed that over the past year especially, that I just can't eat as much in one sitting as I used to. This dessert that we had earlier, how much of it legit did I eat?
Okay, I offered you one bite. For a second you said no, but then I forced a second on you, and then I left you a piece. So probably 4 bites.
I think that's a reasonable amount for dessert. Calories.
Not for my belly.
Doesn't that hurt?
Yeah, it hurt. That's what a pregnant lady must feel like.
No, it's not, because it's not forced. It just kind of sits there like that. I would know. I've been pregnant 4 times.
She wouldn't know. She's lying. We're single. We're not even married. The whole thing is a facade.
Oh my gosh.
Can you guys even keep up with what's going on? I don't think you can.
He's mind-blowing, isn't he?
That's my looks, them blue eyes. Oh, that's not what you meant.
I don't know what to do with you sometimes. So it's perfectly okay to say just a little bit. Portion control is your biggest thing. And the other thing I found was really nice when I was sitting there at the concert because I was bored. I had a cup of ice water and drank all the water. Having the pieces of ice was kind of nice because it felt like I was eating something without consuming any calories. That is how you can go out and enjoy a nice dinner and not blow your calorie budget on a date.